Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Cut my hair a little bit. I'm starting to see it long and I'm just like, no. We need to have short hair for a bit. I need to have short hair for a bit. I made a solid effort today because today I'm making promotional videos. So I did the makeup and everything. I was like, oh, I'm gonna cut my hair. But yeah, a super great day. I was like, oh, I wish I could just stay in bed, but I can't postpone it any longer. Like, you have to get your shit together at some point. You have to do shit. So anyway, today we're starting off, oh my God, sneeze. No. Starting off with the Morgan, then we're going into the Mystic Mondays, and we're closing off with the Untamed Elemental. Lots of like really interesting cards today. Not that there are any that aren't, but yeah. Let's see what we're dealing with today. Morgan time. Give me a minute, let me check in. If the mic is picking up the chainsaw, it's lunchtime. I was waiting the entire morning for it to end so that I could film this. Anyway, I hope it's not that bad. I'm just not gonna postpone it anymore. I have to do this. Like, we need to do stuff. Anyway, so here we go. Morgan, ooh, the Virgin Sun Queen, very, very interesting card. I'm gonna read that one because it's kind of long, but it's an interesting read. And we haven't had it in a minute. Ooh, more sun energy power. See that? It looks like a sunflower. Dude, I apologize. It's just effing insane here with the chainsaw. And then let George do it. There is an element of surrender, of surrendering power, or of surrendering so that your power can manifest. Let's read. The Virgin Sun Queen. God, we haven't had this card in forever. The Virgin Sun Queen. It's so long. Okay, I'm gonna do my best. Out of primordial consciousness, the positive and the negative manifest the world. The earth is a mother, but she is not the goddess. The moon reflects the light of the sun, but the goddess is no mere mirror. Infinitely deep, she is indifferent to the precocious gods. Precocious or precautious? No, precocious. Yeah, gods who play on the surface with minute shadows. The goddess can in no way be abstracted into a principle of the universe. So can we be more vague? Traditionally, the moon is the highest feminine symbol. However, all tradition and authority is subject to potential disillusion. Most authorities disagree on certain obscure, major points. We can therefore conclude that the present wishy-washy state represents the only real truth, that the universe is in a state of flux. This is really going around the bush to get to the point, but I promise there will be one. Those who are looking for certainty should in most cases not read books but search their own soul. I knew that from a child. I was like, you want to know something? Go in. Thus, the goddess is also the mass and form, also the mass and form into which you are constantly stumbling. But the meaning of a virgin sun queen must ever elude us. No, we're gonna get to a definition, I promise. The ego sits in a morning sunlit room, facing the forested mountains and meadows of the southeast. Before him lie his mirrored tools. On the left wall, an intricate calendar shows the position of all astrological forces at any given moment. On the right wall stands a huge mirror inscribed with the words, "What is happening now?" The queen stands in front of him, and her question burns him. And her, okay. Now what are your, now that you are Lord of the realm, what will you do? In the south, there will be charts and graphs, but for the present, we are building stone huts within the etheric castle. We shall uncover the plot, identify with the gods, increase the energy level, enter the kingdom, weave a pattern of gold, form matter, make love, and hope the process leads to knowledge. So this is kind of like an FU to the reader, because the Virgin Sun Goddess is talking about finding meaning going through the experience of life, right? She's a virgin, so I'm guessing this is like the first glimpses of the process to which you're going through. It's very important here, the part where it says, but the meaning of the Virgin Sun Queen must ever elude us. Now, there is meaning in that, in the elude us, because if we don't have a perpetual goal, something that perpetually eludes us, why should we move in any direction? This is like a very big conversation, but the thing is that that's the message of the Sun Queen. To find a purpose, to find a goal, and to constantly go for that goal, or at least that's what it resounds to me. Regardless of whether you ever reach that goal or not, you should forever seek. Just like knowledge, just like wisdom, it's not a bag that is full. It's something that you constantly go into. Then there's power, and then there's let George do it. So we're talking about really big energies, really big energies here. The message is going to be very interesting. I don't see this being like a specific message. I see this being a more general, not for everybody. Not everybody is in this path. Well, they're in this path at some capacity, but not at a grandiose capacity. And by grandiose, I don't mean wealth and power. I just mean like the seeking of knowledge. These are all, I mean, no wonder that thing has been going on forever. It's like, this is a hard subject to get through. It's life. It's the search for meaning. It's the search for purpose. It's the reason we're all here. Anyway, big subject. Very big. So let's see. The sun, ooh, okay, I was not expecting that. We have the Knight of Cups. We know that the Knight of Cups is very slow moving, but it brings beautiful intentions, right? It doesn't necessarily have to mean a person, but it can be. And then we have the Star reversed. It's almost as if like, because it's taken so long, let me see, let me just check something. No. Because it's taken so long, because it's taking you through so many ups and downs and directions and things, you might have lost your goal. You might have lost your star or lost sight of your star. There is a romantic connotation to this, but again, romantic doesn't have to mean spouse or couple or anything. You can romanticize anything. You can romanticize a goal. If your goal is a couple, or there you go. But if your goal is, I don't know, dude, like, it can be so many things. Whatever your goal is, of course, we romanticize it because we want it to be this beautiful, magnificent thing. But the more that we do, sometimes it makes it take longer. There is like some sense of naiveness here, which is curious because it's like with the Virgin Queen, it's like you're born with these new eyes and you see it like this grandiose thing, and the longer you go through life without reaching your goal, like that light dims, and it doesn't mean that it's going out. It's just, it's what I said before. You could just be like losing sight of it. This is a really difficult message to deliver, so I don't know if I'm making complete sense, but I'm trying. I'm doing my best to like get the words out. Can this be a person? Yes, but I don't think it's a person. I think it's, well, let's see. With power, we have the Six of Cups reversed. So definitely some kind of historical attachment to it. This is something that you've wanted for a really long time. But then we have the Six of Wands upright, which we always want the Six of Wands upright, right? And power, under power. So you are succeeding in this thing that you've longed for such a long time. You have cultivated it. It just means that you have the reward isn't ready to be reaped. I don't know if you say reaped. Reap, yes. Reaped as in past. Not sure. It's just, yeah. Let's keep pulling. Ooh, strength. Nice. Okay, so under Let George Do It, there is strength. Now, in this deck, you don't really see it, but in the traditional Rider-Waite, and I don't have one around me, there's this woman taming a beast, a lion. Oh, she's doing it in a very calm, soothing way. She's not using brute force. She's almost kind of like seducing the lion, like very tame, very nice. I mean, maybe the colors here are what are taming the lion in this card, but it alludes to the same thing. There is an element of surrender, of surrendering control, whether you be the lady or whether you be the tiger. Did I say a lion before? Because in the other one's a lion, this one's a tiger. Yeah, anyway, Let George Do It, surrender, control, strength. There is strength in surrendering. It is very hard to surrender control. It takes strength of security. It takes strength of character to be able to do that. It's tricky. And then we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups in this deck is slightly different because in the traditional Rider-Waite, they seem kind of like apathetic to the fact that there's a new cup being presented to them. They're only concentrated on the cups in front of them, but there's a new offering. Here, this person is meditating on all of the offers, and there's one that resounds more than the rest, right? So it doesn't mean that, like in this one, to me, this deck does talk to me more about acknowledging that there is something. I mean, life presents us with an array of possibilities constantly, all the time, and we choose what offerings we want, or we choose from another set or whatever. But it feels like, because also she's in this lotus flower position, it feels almost like she's manifesting this, right? She, he, it doesn't matter. This one happens to be a girl, we're assuming, but she's manifesting this. So I do feel like you're manifesting this this desire that you've had for such a long time that you've lost sight of. Oh my God, it's back. I don't understand. I'm sure my microphone can pick that up. Like, it's insane. It's so hard for me to deliver these messages when there's such BS going on. Like, it's lunchtime, go eat lunch. You don't get it. They start at 8 a.m. every single day. Every day from 8 a.m. till lunch, and then start over. It's just crazy to me. Anyway, something that you've longed for a really long time, that you've lost your sight of, is coming to you. And it's coming because you've manifested it, because you've been so patient, because you've tamed yourself, because you've learned to master yourself. It's really crazy that the magician isn't here. But the Four of Cups here is giving me manifestation. It is giving me kind of magician vibes. So yeah, let's see what the Untamed Elemental. I'm sorry about the grass cutting. It's crazy. It's too much. Untamed Elemental time. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Well, it came out reversed, so we'll see. Mountain. Is talking about alignment. So I'll read you a little bit of that. Just a little. I know that the Morgan. Oh my God. Okay. Whoa. Ah. See. Go away from me and everything. Yeah. Okay. So we have Mountain reverse. We have Ladybug reverse. And we have Lynx upright. I don't know if Ladybug reverse should be reversed. Ladybug should be reversed here. But nevertheless, we'll read it. We'll read it reversed. It's fine. Let me just get these in order so they look pretty when I take the picture. Just a little extra message. I find it insane the way that we live today. Insanity. To me, it's insanity having to hear that every day, and people go on with their lives as if nothing is happening. It's like, it's not okay to be desensitized to this. Maybe I am too sensitive to it. Maybe that's it. But it's not okay to go on with your life with that noise all the time. It's just not healthy. Anyway, mountain, reverse, alignment, yeah. I'm gonna make it short. Mountain urges you to focus on your alignment, particularly as it relates to your spine. Just as mountain establishes a coherence of flow between planetary and cosmic energy, your spine both avails you to earth frequencies and ensures you to have access to heightened wisdom. So when it's imbalanced, when it's reversed, it's directionless, lacking clarity of purpose, chronic back pain. So it's what I'm telling you. Oh, chronic back pain. So for some of you, you could really use like some yoga or some a chiropractor, osteopath. If you're having back pain, that's very specific, but it could have a lot to do with this. Directionless, lacking clarity of purpose, that's what we were talking about. And it's under the Virgin Sun Queen and the Star Reverse and the Knight of Cups. Just, it takes a lifetime to attain certain kinds of goals. And it really does depend what cards you've been dealt. Because yes, of course, we see it in the news or whatever all the time, like people that have achieved amazing things at young ages. But you also have to consider all the variables, right? For you, it's taken a while. It's taken a while and you might be a little bit lost right now. It's kind of what it's telling me. Ladybug is talking about magic, miracle. Ladybug signifies a miracle, but remember, when you expect help to appear in a specific form, her gift can sometimes be overlooked, so keep an open mind. When it's in balance, holding rigid expectations that block magical interventions. So if you keep thinking that your dream is going to manifest or your goal is going to manifest in one specific way, that's probably why it's being delayed so much, right? Because you need to be open to it expressing or manifesting in your life in some other capacity. And when you do, that's when the Six of Wands comes into play and you're victorious and you manifested everything that you wanted. But you kind of have to like surrender control a little bit and surrender certain aspects of the dream, not the dream entirely, just certain aspects of the dream so that you can acquire this. Now, links. Sacred silence. Ooh, Lynx calls upon you to hold sacred silence, at least for the time being. There is a great power in keeping your control, and keeping your own counsel when appropriate. Silence is particularly wise when applied to a new project, relationship, or vision that still lives in the gestational or liminal realms. This one's balanced, Geo. So discerning, intuitive, and independent. How independent do these two look? Like this tigers are loners, dude. And this person's meditating by themselves. So listen, as you meditate, I'm not telling you to be a loner. That's not what I'm telling you to be. That card is very specific in what it says. It's like, listen, while you manifest this, just stay quiet about it. Don't really share it, because other people's intentions do affect you, and sometimes, just don't talk about it. Because I'm guessing that you're very close to manifesting something that you really want. Like, you're really close. You're like there with that Six of Wands is just yelling at me. You're there, but just keep it hush for now, okay? Until you actually get it. You might be getting it today. That's what it's telling me for some people. You might actually be getting it today. But if you get it in the next few days, don't share that with anybody until you have it completely, until you've signed the dotted line, until you've cashed that check, until you've married or whatever it is that your goal is, until it solidifies in some way, shape, or form. Keep it hush, okay? That's the big thing here at the end. You're almost there. Lots of love. Bye.